A basketball and a dream can take players. Tonight, it's a and Ayton will tip it up. Remember, the Suns swept. Here's Jokic. Thought about it, now releases, and hits nothing but ball. Ayton trying to go to work on Jokic. Turnaround jumpers. Falls for the screen, gets around it. Probes into the paint. Hit him with a little Richard. Second in mid-range jumpers last year.
Yeah, and this is where it's difficult because you have to
two. Porter Jr. around the screen, launching the long two, and kicks it to the corner. It's Barton. They run him off the three-point line. Wow, that's the early lead. Nice pocket pass to Ayton. Foul line jumper is good. Unable to get together with Ayton in his representation on a deal as Barton
show the elevation every single year. Pay the man his money. Jokic and you got DeAndre Ayton, two of the best bigs. We want to say young, but
they're in. Facing up against Ayton, now trying to walk him down and gets the
few years right now than Jokic with all the skills, taking his time. He is just too good.
Both hands on the block. Nice pass by Paul. Little room so up high. Tips it up a second time. Ayton there for the foul. Aaron Gordon goes quick on the baseline, rising up. And that's what he said. He was off the mark. Suns control the rebound. Booker's going to try one. Book it this year, making it a little easier for him. Jokic inside for Jr. Jokic spins inside. Man, he is so good. Jr. gives it up to Gordon, has all day to tee it up, and drills one.
Like, there's no way all three people got all ball.
That's a good argument.
It's like, all.
Michael Porter Jr., tough shot, no good. Tipped up and in by a very...
Guy James Jones joined us a little bit later. That's pretty much the only thing I'm going to say to him.
Yeah. DeAndre... He's got the shorter Campazzo on him. Shoots it over the top and drills it down. Jam it, catch and shoot. Got it! Rivers at the end of the clock.
Florida, the defense was great. Guarded the three-point line well, but we know this team in this...
Right now at that position. Here's JaVale McGee. Little floater in the paint is good. McGee and Rivers, who signed a $2.7 million one-year deal, getting to the Nuggets. Led by Jokic, the face of the franchise. McGee got a soft
championships. He's played with LeBron James, Steph Curry. He's played with so many great players that you see finisher around the hoop.
4 points, 4 rebounds for McGee. Jeff Green, you know, I watched, just had the 8 a.m. slot to get his work in early. That's two.
About you, Tony. At the end of the day, it's one big family. Referees, coaches, players. It's been so many a month. You know, you start to get close, but, you know, really just praying for him and a quick recovery.
Look, I love it here in Phoenix. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I don't worry about all those things. Robert.
Chris Paul with the pull-up
and playing at the highest levels of basketball. So it was great for him because he had
these young boys that are locked in on the defensive end, led by Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. As
he's doing a lot more of the heavy lifting in the absence of Jamal Murray. Turn it over, a 2-on-1, coming the other way. Crowder, Booker, got it. Trying to make it a repeat of the sweep from last year's play. Grant did in the playoffs last year. They actually went into Utah, remember, and stole game one.
Have really rallied around him. He's that leader already as a young player.
Oh, Bridge.
Porter Jr.
is going to be his Porter Jr.
Yeah, we talk about guys getting paid. And Kel Bridges
recently signed a contract extension for $19 million.
Giving him the call, so compliment to him for putting in work for years and it paying off.
Oh, what a dive!
Just here, they play so well together. Just easy cut back door. That's one of the things.
This young man jumped on a plane after the NBA Finals, ramped back up for the regular season, and he also contracted COVID. Hired, of course, by his sister Maya. There's Barton with a long two.
Demands that you're there alone with Big Perk.
Jokic knocks down the news bar at the other end. Barton with the baseline jumper
off the glass.
The two-man game with Jokic, a pick and pop, and he knocks it home. Became a father. Big fella. Relatively quiet team in terms of their personality. Morris knocks down the three.
Over in Europe, and you're playing in those games, every practice, every possession, there is no
Oh, you think it's the 80s, huh?
I think that
ball off the screen, the mid-range is punch angle to draw fouls. Jokic, 94. Denver can pull to within 2 here. Porter Jr. into the paint, fouled, counted.
Done that swipe, just try and go and contest at the rim. But that's tough for him because he's got to be for him is understanding all the defensive schemes.
Nice pass inside, good team. 63-62 as we approach the midway point, but not for Jokic. Kicks it out to Morris, another 3-ball. This one is good too. Off the flare screen, one more pass, Gordon inside, and that's what went 21-7 after they got him.
And this is what he does. He's just such a great
Porter Jr. thought about it, reloads, hit nothing but bottoms for the Nuggets. Morris in rhythm from deep, got it. Just 6 field goal attempts, connecting on 5, and
the players that they drafted. Monte Morris is a 2nd-round pick for the Denver Nuggets and has proven.
Booker off the McGee screen. Back to Payne for 3. Got it. And here's Dozier with possession. And he takes the 3. Got it.
And then Dozier just steps in and knocks down the 3. Like, this is what you didn't see in a fast break, though.
Johnson inside. Got it to go. And got his lab work and summer work done there in the gym.
Last place, they said that he was the best shooter in the gym. And I was like, even with Jamal and Jokic, and they were one of the smoothest jumpers that you will ever see. And then Payne revert
lead for the Nuggets. Barton off the screen by Jeff Green, and a minute to go in the 3rd. Cam Johnson catch and shoot. Got it. Shaman for 3. Yes. High arcing jumper, no good.
Nuggets, the Utah Jazz, they all moved that ball so well, which only makes it that much long.
I was there. It was a couple of weeks ago. It was a great moment. Jeff Green back out to CP3 on the drive. McGee got the tech to go. And Pazzo over to Dozier. Made one from there earlier. Make it 2. Michael Green tips it away from McGee. Got a little room service coming here for the East. Ayton flips the screen back out to Johnson. That's a play. CP3. Inside Ayton on the short one. Gonna try and walk him down here. Tough fadeaway, but that's a miss. Campazzo on the move. Dimes up. Jokic for the layup and finish it. And it really helped his game. And he stayed in transition defense was a big thing. Jokic with another tough shot.
Man, you got to reward the big fella. And then here, DeAndre Ayton doing Evan move. That is why this man was the MVP. What he could do on the offensive end is so...
Quickly to Booker in the open court. What a block by Gordon.
Aaron Gordon does. That athleticism chasing down.
Second screen, got downhill. Barton catch and shoot. Butter. Barton in his Louis Vuitton bag and got it.
That's what's messing
It used to be different, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 3. Bridget, every time you see all the luminaries and the greats, as Jokic with the finish in, being swept by Phoenix last year in the conference semifinals. Chris Paul bride giving birth to a baby girl just several weeks ago. Meanwhile, Bridges finished high score for the Suns with 16 points. Ayton had.
They made a lot of threes. We know that that's a big part of their game, especially when CP can